Hi, I'm Kris Capra and welcome to Easyway Gourmet. Today I'm dedicating my show to my dad, Joe. Joe was the best cook I ever met and he taught me how to cook. He made a really special chicken dish, which I renamed and named it after him, and I call it Chicken Giuseppe. And I'm on the show today. You know, my dad always used one essential spice. It was in every one of his meals. He said to me, Kris, don't just cook with your head, learn to cook with your heart, because he knew that love is the spice of life.
And love is all a feast for the heart, for every boy and girl, giving thanks a lot for all we've got. There's enough love to feed the
Chicken Giuseppe is made with Marsala wine. I love cooking with Marsala wine. Marsala is a little city in Sicily, and they make a lot of Marsala there, of course, hence the name. But this is a fortified wine, which means it probably has some kind of grape brandy in it to fortify it. They have wonderfully delicate ones in Sicily that you can actually sit and sip on. I don't advise sipping so much on this Marsala here that I'm about to cook with, but it is a wonderful, wonderful ingredient to have in your kitchen. Today on my menu, Chicken Giuseppe with Marsala wine, my version of mashed potatoes with caramelized garlic, a beautiful arugula salad with fresh oranges and fennel, and for dessert, strawberries with pistachio cream. And my pick out of the bread basket today, Old Faithful, the baguette. So I'm just peeling this last potato here. This is my version of caramelized garlic mashed potatoes. I have 5 potatoes in there already, and they're in ice cold water, and that's what you want to do when you cook potatoes. You don't want to put them into boiling water because potatoes then will not cook properly because they will cook on the outside and not get done on the inside. That one good. We'll just put that right in there. You want to get the potatoes, put a cover on them just to get them started up and get them boiling. Okay, now we're into the prepping mode, which is the third step already of the Easyway Gourmet. So we're going to prep the chicken, and we're going to make the chicken, because the chicken, I like to leave it in the oven about an hour and 15, hour and a half, because when I serve chicken, it just falls right out. I'm going to put some Marsala just into this big, about 2 cups. This is like the main thing that's going over that chicken, but it cooks off, you know, when it's in the oven that long. All the alcohol cooks off. So I got the Marsala there, and I have a little bit. Now I'm not using fresh oregano in this. I'm using dried oregano because it really works well. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my parsley out here. And note also that I'm also using curly parsley. This is what my dad did, and I'm just gonna give it a nice chop here. The flat leaf parsley has a lot of more oils in it, and now they just don't taste the same with this particular chicken dish. Put a nice chop right here. Now watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of marinate the parsley. Here we go. I'm gonna take it right here. Put a lot in there. I'm going to save a little bit for later to put on top of the chicken when it comes out of the oven. So I want to just put that into a little bowl. Okay, get rid of that. And now, check this out. Don't forget what I always say. When you're using dry herbs, I want you just to rub them to release the flavor, okay? So I'm doing about 2 fingertips full right into that Marsala. Oh, that Marsala smells so good. I use it in so many things. I love to make chicken Marsala and veal Marsala, and I put it in desserts. It's just really a great ingredient. Now check out what I did. Okay? I had a whole chicken that I cut up. You can buy it all cut up if you want, and I skinned it. I skin my chickens because we don't like all that fat left into the pan, okay? I'm talking about it. Let's get out our pan here. Okay. And these are huge. And most people don't want to eat a whole piece like that. They want to eat like a leg and or a thigh and a piece of breast, a piece of white meat. So I just cut them in half. All right. First thing I want to do is salt the chicken. Salt, salt. My dad always said there's a few things in life you have to salt, and one of them's chicken. And I listen to him because it really brings out the flavor. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to go grab our oil. No butter, just olive oil. Nice little hefty bit there. All righty. And the first thing I'm going to do before I even dredge the chicken, I'm going to turn this on. And I'm going to infuse that oil with garlic. Now, I always have all kinds of garlic around. Peeled garlic, chopped garlic, all kinds of garlic. This time, I took cloves of garlic and I sliced them. Because after it infuses oil, I'm going to take it back out. So I have quite a bit here. I'm going to put it into the pan. Pretty soon it'll start to sizzle up. Okay, while that's happening, I'm going to dredge the chicken. Now we want to put it in a little flour. Try and get the flour all over the entire. Garlic's looking good. Oh, and it's smelling real good in here. We all know how garlic smells, don't we? Talk about gourmet. I think garlic's probably one of the best things to use to make anything taste great. Okay, now that's getting real brown. I'm going to go run over and wash my hands. I'm going to take out the garlic out of the pan. Get me a nice little salted spoon. All right, we're ready to go here. And I'm going to put that chicken in. There we go. Hear that sizzle. Oh, wow. It smells just like my house. My house when my dad was around cooking for us all the time. My mother didn't cook much. Why should she? My dad wouldn't let her in the kitchen. Okay, I don't want to crowd that pan too much. I'm trying to get it all in there. No, that's perfect. That's wonderful. Okay, I'm just going to put the lid on and turn them down a tiny bit.